Hi. Grand Rising. I welcome you in my space. I want to talk about what happened to me yesterday. It was very profound. Um, was very profound. I've been reading tarot cards for a while. Before tarot, I was reading shells. Nobody has taught me. Okay, I just came natural. I was doing this to help other people. Okay. Um, but what's so interesting, yesterday I was reading the cards and I seen the cards in a whole totally different way. Okay. Now I'm gonna explain how and why. I had to write this down this morning when I woke up. But I hope everybody's doing well. And I hope everybody has a good day today. Time is not fluent. Whenever you get this message, you get this message. I need some coffee, you guys, like for real. So I'm going to go get me some coffee here in a minute. I'm just drinking my ginger and cinnamon. Okay, that I drink at night and in the morning. I use ginger, and raw cinnamon. Okay, so let's talk about what happened yesterday. So I'm learning that the Kabbalah has to do with the tarot. Okay, it brings the tarot from a lunar um, way, which shows the cards from, like, when I did the tarot, it brought me from using the cards as a lunar device, which shows the cards. This is which I was shown the cards, but it only showed me from a lunar way, and then the cards show me a faster way, okay, more holistic way, okay. Now I started to realize that I had to write this down, you guys, okay, because if not, I'm not, because my mind is like, ooh, like my mind, the way I process is multiple ways, okay. Um, so I have to write down to process a lot, even my dreams, to process it sometimes. So I started to realize that the tarot, I started to realize that the tarot is a living, breathing reality, you guys. Okay. I kept pulling cards and I'm like, what is going on? Okay. So instead of, a, think of it like when you do the tarot, you think of it as a snapshot of your experience, right? But it's not. It is a snapshot of the experience, but by reading the Kabbalah helps you to understand the tree of life itself. You guys, I was pulling cards and the tree of life came into my read, the Kabbalah. Okay, I'm not Jewish, okay? But this knowledge is not, we're not just for the Jews, okay? This knowledge was for all of us, okay? So now I'm definitely reading the Kabbalah, okay? You can get it in the English version. So it helps you understand the tree of life. And this is what I was getting, okay? And it's an easier way to learn why they mean what they mean, okay? Because I'm pulling cards, and now I will never see tarot the same. Never. Because the way I seen it yesterday was like no other profound way that I've seen cards, okay? And nobody has ever taught me tarot. Nobody, okay? I was reading shells, okay? I taught myself, okay? But it's not that I taught myself. This was knowledge I already had, okay? So, reading the Kabbalah helps you understand the tree of life, okay? And it's an easier way to learn why they mean what they mean, and an easier way to learn what they mean. The same thing with astrology. They're all connected, okay? The Kabbalah, um, the Torah, um, They're all connected in one relationship, even astrology. They're all intertwined. Okay. Think of it as a web, or yeah, web. They're all intertwined with each other. Okay. So I would never ever see tarot the same. Okay, never. Because the way I seen it yesterday was in a most profound way. Okay. I even see, if you go back to my videos, I kept saying I'm seeing these cards even different. Okay. Totally different. Okay. So they're all in a relationship together. Okay. Um, the Kabbalah, the astrology, and the tarot. Because tarot really means Torah. Okay. Now it changed the way I view the world and and myself. Okay. It was an eye opening experience that I will never see the way I view tarot or Torah ever again. Okay. Um, or the world or myself the same. Okay, if that makes sense. It's so much joy um, in the work that I do. It's because I help heal people, and um, with healing somebody or giving them information, I'm also healing myself. Okay, and that's what I'm here to do, is heal people. Okay, um, and and it's also, it gives me a new um, points of my personal awareness. Okay, it heightens my awareness. Like, I swear, when I was pulling tarot, I was seeing everything in the 5D. Now I'm seeing everything beyond like the 10th dimension in tarot. Like, seriously. Okay, and I've never studied the Hermetic Qabalah, the Torah. I never studied this stuff, you guys. Okay, I'm self-taught. I never had somebody that taught me this stuff. Okay, but this is a new, for me. This is a new personal awareness. Okay, that the tarot, because tarot actually means Torah, um, astrology, they all come hand in hand. But once you get to a point where you're reading the tarot cards, okay, and you will get to the point, hopefully, for some of you guys, okay, it depends on where you're at, um, and how in tune you are, okay, because you have to be really in tune, because all this stuff aligns with each other. Okay, all of it, the astrology, the tarot, the Torah, the Kabbalah, the Hermetic Kabbalah. All this is goes hand to hand. Okay, and many people have used this. Okay, this is ancient knowledge. This is not new knowledge. This is ancient knowledge, and the Jews knew this. Okay, the Jewish people, because think about it, they have been studying, and the Hermetic also, if you think about it, has a lot to do with the Egyptians and the Jews, okay, and many other cultures. Because if you just look up the word itself, Hermetic, um, hold on. Okay, I just want to look up the word Hermetic. Okay, so there's a book on Hermetic, um, and it's interesting because all of them, the Hermetic, all of them, there's 7 principles or the function of Hermeticism, a branch of spiritual philosophy dating back as early as the first century A.D. They were outlined by famed author Hermes Trismegistus, I don't know, who is believed to have written the Emerald Tablet in the corpse. Okay, of the Hermetic, two highly influential ancient teachings. These are ancient. Now, what's interesting is um, the Egyptian and the Jewish, um, even the native, all these cultures had this knowledge. Okay, all of them, even the Hindus. Okay, everybody had this knowledge. Um, but some people just have been studying this knowledge um, at a younger age, and they were born into families that study this knowledge. Okay, so they study this over and over in time, and they perfection this knowledge. Okay, mine was just I was doing the cards, and I'm like, okay, why is this bringing me to the Bible? Why is this bringing me to Kabbalah? Why is this bringing me to the Torah? Like, what is going on here? Okay, because they're all interconnected. Even astrology, they're all interconnected in some way. Okay, so if we look at the principles and philosophy, and it's interesting because I did a pyramid and I talked about the 12 dimensions. Okay, and there's more than 12. Okay, but what I can see on the spiritual was the 12. Okay, um, they all have universal laws. Okay, all the universal laws in the Hermetic, the Kabbalah, they're all in the ancient Egyptian. Okay, the Hindu, all of them. They're just named. The titles are just different. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay, but they're all the same thing. So if we look at the Hermetic philosophy of the 12 universal laws, they are the laws of vibration, attraction, divine oneness, okay, compassion, polarity, correspondence, inspired action, cause and effect, relativity, gender, principality, transformation of energy, and the law of rhythm. Okay, so um, that's basically all it is. Okay, um, and these laws have been passed down. It's the ancient wisdom for a better life for the alchemists or the alchemine. Okay, alchemist and alchemine. Um, all right. So if we put Hermetic Kabbalah together, I will never see tarot the way I read it ever the same again, you guys. Never. Okay, never ever. So the Hermetic Tarot is any tarot deck actually. It's how you see it. Okay. Now these cards, I will never see them um, in the 5D, 60, 70, 8D. I will see them on the not even the 9th D. I will see them in the 10th and above. Okay, the 10th and above. Okay, because even the way I read the cards when I first looked at them, I don't see them as the first time as I started reading, and I it just started reading cards not too long ago. And shells, I was reading shells way before cards. Okay, so so it's so much joy when you do this kind of work because it's a healing. Okay, you're healing people and you're also healing yourself. Okay, it's a it's a mirroring. Um, it's projecting and reflecting. Okay, Um, Now, if you read when you look at the Hermetic Qabalah Tarot, um, it's the most profound reference of its kind. It's the most comprehensive and authoritative text on the tarot as we know it. Um, okay, so a lot of people read tarot and they only stay on that surface level of tarot. Okay, they don't get to that, like, you know how um, you have a television, right? And it's a regular television. When you get to a higher learning or higher vision of seeing the tarot, you will see it in the 5D, okay, or above the 5D. You won't see it just looking at this card. You will see this card in a deeper meaning, okay? You will see beyond what's actually on this card, like seriously, okay? So I moved from what I was actually thinking. Um, this is so profound because I moved from what I actually thought to what I was truly embodying. Okay, like truly embodying in tarot, and that is very profound. Okay, so I would never see these cards that I read ever see them the same again. Okay. Um, so it's interesting because the Hermetic Qabalah is a Western esoteric tradition involving mechanism and occult. Okay, teachings of esoteric philosophy, occult tarot, and Hermetic Qabalah. Okay, and I did show you guys that picture. So if you look at it, all these rabbis out here that have studied the Kabbalah, which is written in the real language was Aramaic, but it changed to Hebrew. They know this knowledge. They know all these. They know that um, all these go hand in hand because if you look at it, the Hermetic Kabbalah arose alongside and united with the Christian Kabbalisty, okay, involved in European resonance, becoming esoteric Christianity or non-esoteric, um, and it became the Jewish Kabbalah, the Western astrology, the alchemy, the pagan religions, the alchemies. That's why I kept seeing alchemy. I kept seeing alchemy yesterday, and many other times, religions, especially in Egypt, Roman. Um, it is from the latter, the term Aramaic is derived, okay? Um, you hear them out there? They're saying yes, okay? So the Hermetic Kabbalah differs from the Jewish form in being a more admittedly synchronic system. However, it shares many concepts in which it, it it shares many concepts with Jewish Kabbalah. Okay, so the people that are Jewish, the rabbis, they know this ancient knowledge. Okay, um, and people that also have studied Egyptian. Um, I wouldn't say Egyptian. I would say Egyptian, um, like anthropology. Okay, um, because in the esoteric to the esoteric, because if you think about it, like if you study paganism, you're not going to learn this knowledge. Okay, don't matter how long you study paganism. Okay, um, this knowledge comes from a deeper understanding of esoteric. Okay, even esoteric Christianity. Okay, as we know it. Okay, so this is what I was getting. So I would never see tarot the same, you guys. Never, because I went from tarot to biblical to the Kabbalah. Okay, seriously, yesterday. Okay, and the tree of life itself. Okay, um, but I'm going to end this, and it also it goes into um, Kabbalah also goes hand in hand in the interpretation of the archangels, the Sephiroths. It's a lot. Okay, so this is interesting. Metatron, the angels. So all these correlate into one. Okay, this is all esoteric. Okay, esoteric knowledge. Okay, people have studied this knowledge for a long time, but the Jews, they already have this knowledge because they study this knowledge at childhood. This is ancient secret knowledge. They study it from a little pickaninny, okay, a little child, okay, and they carried on from generation. This is why they're so wealthy. The Jewish are so wealthy. It's because they have this ancient knowledge that affects this matrix that we're in, okay, and above this matrix that we're in, okay, if that makes sense. All right, you guys, this is Jennifer Felix. I'm ending this. I'm sending you guys love and light, my beautiful souls. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your day. And once again, love and light. Okay, love and light, you guys.